Alright, how's it going, guys? It's Young Vegan, Old Vegan again, and we're trying a burrito recipe today.
Yeah, and the recipe has 4 parts to it, and we're doing the longest sections first. We've got some cashews that are boiling, and they're going to make a queso sauce, and we've got some potatoes that are going to roast in the oven, and we've got tofu underneath a huge dictionary, which is pressing the water out of the tofu. And then we're going to crumble it and add the ingredients to make it into kind of like a egg. Officially, this is a breakfast burrito, but we're having it for dinner because nobody would want to make all this stuff in the morning. So, and we're going to have another course also. We're going to have quinoa and brown rice with garlic, and then have broccoli and cauliflower steamed with it as a second course. So anyway, we've got the first part of it going, and we've got 2 other guests that are coming tonight, Kershawn and John. And
John, you've seen in the last video, so
yes.
We'll be back this time.
Right. And we're way overdue on our, we made another video, but it's still being edited after all this time. And anyway, it will come out before this one will, but then, yeah.
It's already out as of now, so check that one out if you haven't already.
Yeah.
I'll give you guys a closer look at what's going on here so far. So here's the potatoes so far.
They're going to be roasted in the oven on this pan, and
boiling cashews, as he said, and
smashed tofu.
This is the sauce that will be going with this tofu. This recipe calls for some very strange things between all this towel drying and a big book on a block of tofu. It's about half as thick as it was when we took it out of the package, so that's kind of cool. Alrighty then, we'll be back shortly and showing you the next steps. Okay, so the 4 main components of this recipe are starting to come together. He's making... What's he making?
He's making pico de gallo. And we have queso sauce over there in the blender.
Okay.
And the tofu for the whatever, it's supposed to be kind of like scrambled eggs.
And then finally the potatoes. So these are the 4 major parts of the recipe coming together here. And he's working on a bit of a side course we're going to have with it, because won't be too many. Well, there's going to be about 4 of these things, right? And there's 4 of us.
There might be 6. We might get 1.5.
1.5 each.
That's
so
kind of the recipe thinking maybe we'll be 6. But
so
we'll see.
Makes sense to have a little stuff with it too.
All right.
And I guess we'll be back for the taste test. Okay, so this is the assembly process. We got these 3 ready to go. Just rolling this 4th one up.
And then they're going to go in the pan and get toasted a little bit.
Just a little browned on either side. There, the first 4 are 1 apiece. And that is that. Final shot of all 6 of them in the frying pan. The next step is just to lightly brown each side, and then we will be eating them. Okay, so this is essentially our finished product. We're adding some vegetables and rice and quinoa to the mix to kind of round it off. There was enough to make 6. That's what the recipe's for, so we each get 1.5 tonight. Get a close-up over here. Whoops. And there is what we're looking at. Very delicious looking. Alright, so what did we think?
It was outstandingly delicious. I was overwhelmed. It was really good.
I completely agree. Everything went together really well. And
Yeah.
It was an excellent recipe. I could have easily eaten like 3 more of those things.
Yeah, it was quite a procedure.
Could have had another one.
Really nice touch. Also, I was a little doubtful about like the pan frying them at the end there, but really good.
It's always a good final step.
Yeah, it was excellent.
Some
I like
interest-
just the blend of flavors of the tofu and potatoes with the pico and with the avocado. Just like it's got everything you need in there.
It was, and it was moist. It was, you know, that was the funny thing in her videos. That she first tried a dry model that was one of the frozen kind from the store, and she took one bite and she spits it out and she throws it over her head and it goes up backwards and hits the sink. It was great.
Well, mission accomplished on making these things really delicious.
Yeah. And once again, I don't think God, you know, like you have to be very inspired to get up and make that in the morning for breakfast. But it makes a great dinner.
Yeah, I think that'll just kind of be part of the name breakfast burrito because of the stuff that's in it. Not so much because it's going to be a practical breakfast, but I mean, it'd be a dream come true if you could just wake up and eat stuff like that.
Well, because it's restaurant kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
Well, alrighty then. We'll see you guys in the next video.
Yeah.